All right, gather round. Today we're talking about money. Not in a boring spreadsheet and calculator way, but in a real-life, family kind of way. You know, the stuff we spend, the stuff we save, and the little tricks to make sure we've actually got some left at the end of the month. Now, I'm not here to lecture. I've made my fair share of money mistakes, but I've also learned a few simple habits that can make a big difference. So, let's chat about how we can keep more cash in our pockets and maybe even grow it without feeling like we're missing out on life. Welcome back to the channel, where we share simple tips for a smarter and happier life. Today, we're talking about money. Not in a boring finance class way, but as a real family chat. Let's see what happens when mum, dad, and the kids sit down to talk about making and saving cash. The big question: if we had an extra £1,000 this month, what would you do with it? That is easy. Buy new trainers, or a new gaming headset. New car. That Tesla we've been talking about. And this is exactly why we need to talk about saving and making money. Everyone has ideas on how to spend it. But what about growing it? Where the money goes? Here's a fun one. Let's guess. Out of every £100 people earn, how much do you think they actually save? For most people, it's less than £5 or £10. That's why we run out before payday. Little things add up. Takeaway coffees, quick snacks, online impulse buys. They all nibble at the budget. All those Amazon delivery and Temu shopping all does add up. So we just stop buying stuff? Not stop. Just be smarter. Spend on what matters most and cut back on what doesn't. How to save without feeling miserable. Here's a trick. Save first, spend later. The moment money comes in, move a little into savings before you even touch it. But then you have less to spend, and yes, even if you have less to spend, you have more growing in the background. Even £20 a month is £240 a year, and that's before adding interest. The interest is the money the bank pays you for keeping your cash there. And if you invest, it can grow even faster. And that is called compound growth, money making money. Another idea for you to consider: a weekend spend-free challenge. You can do this by using what's already in the fridge, do free indoor or outdoor activities, and see how much you save. You could also consider the idea of making extra cash. Okay, but what if I just want more money instead of saving? Fair point. There are lots of ways to make extra cash, even for kids. Sell things you don't use, do odd jobs for neighbors, babysit, washing the car, mow lawns, or start a small online project. For adults, side hustles can be anything from selling crafts online to freelance work to renting out unused stuff. And here's the secret. Put that extra money straight into savings or investments before you're tempted to spend it. So, if I sell my old clothes, I should save that money. Exactly. It's money you didn't expect, so it's easier to keep. Family Money Challenge. Here's an idea. Let's do a family savings challenge. Every week, we each put in a little, say £5. At the end of the year, we decide together what to do with it. Spend on holiday fund. Buy a massive TV. But the point is, saving can be fun when everyone's involved. So that's how one simple family chat can turn into a money plan. Saving first, spending smarter, and finding small ways to earn more. It all adds up. What about you? If you had an extra £1,000 this month, would you save it or spend it? Tell us in the comments. And remember, you don't need to be rich to start building good money habits. You just need to start. Come back in a year and tell us how much you've managed to save, or how your view on small savings has changed. It's always nice to share those wins with the family. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please, like this video, subscribe for more, tap the to stay updated.